Hello, welcome back. So this will be our last video for this course on AutoCAD fundamental. Yes, so the final stage of this is for us to plot our drawing, so which will be given to the manufacturer or whosoever that will be working on it for interpretation. So right now let us move ahead and plot this out. So if you go to layout, so we have the model space and we have the layout space and also layout 2. So with this part we can actually get to print it. So we have what is called the viewport. This is our viewport. So on this viewport, it's what actually display what we have on the model space, and if you click on it, here we have access to various scale of which the viewports can display the objects or the drawings that we have in our drawing. So here right now you can actually print. So if you right click here, you can go to what is called plot, and before we plot, at times you might need to make some settings to your page manager. We have what's called the page setup manager. So here you can modify the viewport how you want the viewport to, you can see. So we have various paper size here that you can pick from. So this is part where you do all this, and this is what to plot. We want to plot that layout. So if I should want to, okay, the type of plotting I want, so I don't need to, okay, because there's no name on the layout, so it's showing none. So if I should rename it, it will display here, right? So yeah, I can actually say, okay, I want to DWG to PDF, right? And I want an A4, which is 297 by 210. Now what I want to plot, I'm plotting the layout, right? If I should prevail it, this is what I'm going to have. So you can see this is not good enough. That's cut off the edge, right? So I'm going to escape, go back. So then you might need to start making some settings on how it should display, making some settings on it, right? Which will call, if I should right click and go to my payout, but I won't be going through all this or tedious aspect of making the setting. I'll just go to the parts that I see and I consider very easy for us to be able to work with right now. And again, another thing, if we actually want to print this part, because you can see this is out of, so this is the reason why it is not actually showing that part, because it is out of the parts, this dash line. Once our drawing is out of it, then it won't display. So if I should reduce this, if I should probably just move it down, then and I go back to my, let's just say I want to plot directly, and I click on this, it's come to this part. So I currently have my layout and the A4 that I've chosen before. So if I should preview, so you can see it now, it's displaying, right? So this is how you can go about that as well. Now how I love doing my plotting, because there you can actually double click to have access to whatsoever, and you can move them to make sure they are all together before you print here, right? And by the time you're done, you click outside or click outside, and right there you can go back to your page setup manager and make whatsoever changes that you want to make to it, and you can create a new one as well, and you can rename it. So but let us look at another way, which is my beloved way of actually plotting, so which is under my model space. So let's say for instance that I already have my title block here. I want to hide that, I want to move it away, non-origin. So you should be able to develop your title block with everything that we've spoken about in this course of this training. So For instance, if we should have a title block already at the drawing, I'm just going to be assuming, I'm not creating a title block actually, I'm be creating a title block, right? So but let's just assume that we have a title block for this drawing, which okay, that's too small. I'm not going to do that actually because of, yes, I won't be working on title block again. Yes, so now let us assume that okay, this is what we want to print right on this place. So I will just go to my plot, which is this, right, or Control P as well, or right, yeah. So I come here, then yeah, it's asking me what do I want to pull out. So this time around I will import it because I don't have a layer, a layout that I want to. So if I want to, I can actually click here, then bring out the name of the layout, then but I'm just going to click on, I'm not going to even import it. Import means you want to actually bring another drawing into this or previous plot. Now let us look at the previous plot. Okay, it's not even showing us anything for the previous plot, so I'm just going to leave this as none. Now DWG to PDF, I want to have it as a PDF, right? Then this, I don't want an A3. This is not a large drawing, so when we have a large drawing, that is when we can put it on an A3. For a standard and large engineering drawing, it needs to be on an A3 paper. You should have that in mind. But here I'm just going to use an A4, which is 297 by 210, right? Then this time around, now window is what I want to use. So but let us look at display. If we should look at display, it's already telling us that there will be an issue. So if I should preview display to only pick out what it can see, you can see this later is bring it out, right? So what if we use extend as well and we preview? You see that this is quite okay a bit, right? But what if we have our title block on this part? So this one look good, right? Then we can actually use layouts, or we can actually use window rather. So if I pick window, then after choosing center the plot and fits to paper, I can preview it, look at it. This is what it's giving me. So what I'm going to use right now is display, oh sorry, window rather. So I'll pick, sorry for that, I'll pick. So let me go back. I'm going to use my window. So and this is why it's not displaying anything, because I've not actually picked anything from the window. So I'm just going to click on this, then I can pick where I want to plot. So I'm going to click here. I should click up to this point, right? So I have this, and make sure that it is fit to paper. If it's not fit to paper, you can see the error I'm already having. It will extend to that part. If I should preview it, say the annotation scale are not equal to plot, do you want to continue? So I'll just click cancel. Let me click on this, let's see. So now you can see. So let's assume that I'm just going to have a rectangle to fill in the point of the title block. So I have this, then let me offset through. Okay. 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 Oops. Okay. Let's extend this. let me know the distance from this point to this point. But if you be drawing your title block, you have to go by the standard distance. So I assume that this is my title block. Alright. So let's assume that this is title block where we have, okay, we have our name, we have our drawing. So by the time you are done, so we want to print this with the assumption that you fill in whatsoever that need to be here. Let me delete some things here. Okay, with that assumption, all right, so let us print. Go back to this escape and this will come. So we are going to be using our window, right? Okay, so I'm going to change this to A4 to 9, then this to Autocad EDU, then window. So right now I can now select from here to this point. So now let's preview that. I just preview. So I'll center the plot and look. So this is what we have. And this is how it's going to be on paper, right? Now let's escape and still look at something else. We can just give it a little bit of offset. Don't want to, so probably like choose it from here and put it here, right? So let's preview it. So we have this, right? Now for our dimension and all that, is always advisable that we actually have it in monochrome, so that any other color won't be giving us difficulty in seeing it. So I'm going to pick monochrome. So then let's look at it. So give us in, now you can see it more clearly right now. So by the time you are done, right, we can now plot it and just click OK. So, and to where do you want to save it to, right? You can print, say OK, now save it. Let's just save it. So it's generating it. It's telling us that it has been produced. And if you look at this, this is what we have. You can see it. This is what we have. Then we can print it out or send it to whosoever we'll be sending it to view it. So here we have our isometry, we have our orthography also on this, right? So it's been a wonderful time walking you through AutoCAD Fundamental, which we focus on the 2D. So I want to thank you for following me on this journey and for learning with me. If you have any question, you can kindly drop it, and I'll be expecting your review on this course so I can work more to ensure that I give you the best in any subsequent courses that I will be making. Thank you for staying true with me, and do have a wonderful time working with AutoCAD in whatsoever industry that you are in. Thank you. My name is Kilanko Adebayo. Thank you.